to D&D on the Farm RPG. I am your Dungeon Master, Belligan. And I think we've decided we're not doing the classic intros, but we've got everybody here tonight. Feel free to say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
To add to our classic outros.
And if you don't know any of those voices, go back and listen to a couple episodes ago. We were introducing people.
Could you imagine just starting on this episode? I'm going to skip until this one.
Here's your first episode. Congratulations. You are a wise soul. You have missed a lot of nonsense. But I can't guarantee it's going to get better. So
it's probably going to get worse, honestly.
Almost guaranteed.
Going to get worse. All right. Quick check. Augie, can you say something, please?
Hi. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
I see Augie's lines wiggling. I do not hear Augie.
Hello.
Oh, boy.
This is a good start.
I don't even see Augie's line wiggling. So, maybe a little bit. It's really very small.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Whew.
Oh, my God.
There we go.
I have a little check mark next to my name right now.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Twitter blue.
But it's green.
Twitter green.
Green's good. Green's what you want.
I'm glad it recorded all of that.
I could see you talking. I'm like, I can't hear Augie.
It's just me going hello over and over.
Well, maybe we'll hear it when we get the actual recording. We'll see. So we are picking up our game after the raptor chicken fiasco. And Cecil was going to have some of his guys come and take the door back to the cave that he was digging for the monkey door. And other than that, like, you still have the crowd that's around, and they're kind of in shock at like what the heck just happened. Some of them are upset and want to throw the monkey door down the well. Obviously, that's not an option currently. The well is still destroyed. Somebody blew it up.
I wonder who.
Somebody.
And the fact is, even after throwing Trid down there, he came back. So they're not as convinced that that's as good of a final destination as it used to be. But yeah, you've got people. So Rick's run off in a chicken costume, and the raptors kind of chased him. You're not sure where he went or why he had a chicken costume, seemingly ready to go.
Yeah. He knew.
And people seem confused. They're like, what in the heck was this? Who are we supposed to vote for? That's kind of the scene. It's kind of like when you go to a concert and they cancel third song into the show because the singer puked or something. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation, but what would you guys like to do? You're just going to quietly slip out? Anything else you can think of? What's the game plan here?
Ashley's going to just look as confused as them.
I want to take center stage and just shout out to everyone like, vote Ashley.
Okay.
She didn't run away like a coward.
Yeah, he has to vote for Ashley and run away. Yeah. That seems like a scene out of a high school movie where someone gets up and cheers for their football team. The school mascot, whatever it is.
I think Spectre's going to just look around, try to herd people maybe out of wherever we're standing. Like, all right, guys, time to go home. Nothing left to see.
Okay.
Sprinkle's probably going to check on people, see if anyone got injured, in the trampling and whatnot.
All right. So Sprinkle's running around checking if there's people that are hurt. There's a couple of some bumps and bruises from when the tent kind of came down. And luckily, the raptors didn't get to anybody. So between your actions and Rick doing whatever he's doing, no one was sliced open. Spectre, as you start telling people to go home, you have a very old man who's insistent, saying, I want a refund.
I'm pretty sure this was a free event, my dude.
I'm pretty sure I paid for my tickets and I want a refund.
She reaches into her bag and just pulls out a full carrot and just places it in his hands very gently and gives him a little, takes his other hand and puts it on top of it and just gives a little pat. She looks at him very knowingly and nods and like walks away.
All right. He just stares at the carrot, confused. Like, what kind of crap is this? And yeah, luckily he doesn't continue to follow you and harass you. He's not solely blaming you, other than for the fact that you seem to be kind of taking charge. Maybe you had something to do with it. Augie, you were piping up. What is Ashley doing? She's been totally lost for a while.
Sitting there trying to calculate how Rick knew, how he was prepared. I don't know if I can do an investigation check for that or what. Look at his cart.
Sure.
Yeah. See what else he's got in there. And that's a 14.
14. All right. So Ashley heads over to Rick's cart and kind of peeks inside to see what else is in there. And what would Rick have in his cart? He's got pictures of his idols, who are all like horrible villains from far off lands that most people here don't know of. He's probably got like a tray with some snacks on it that are high end. You do see a couple other costumes.
What are they?
Besides just the chicken one, you see one costume that looks like it's for an old witch, like a horrible Halloween costume. You see another costume that's like a clown costume, and the last costume you see looks like a chef.
I'm gonna take one piece from each costume.
Okay.
Like the whichever piece would make it look ridiculous without.
Okay. So like the nose from the witch, or the apron from the chef, or I don't know.
The hat from the chef.
Yeah,
hat from the chef. Okay.
Yeah. Is there like a diary in there?
It's nothing you see as far as like books and diaries. Doesn't look like a place that he lives, but maybe a place he's just kind of keeping some memorabilia and stuff.
I'm also going to slightly move all of everything in there about 3 inches.
All right, so we're going to provide a test to see if Rick is OCD. Is that?
No, just to you know.
Just to make it clear, somebody's rummaged through everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about it.
Okay.
So I've got a chef's hat. I'm gonna add those to my inventory.
Taking notes here before I forget what I said. Somehow I feel like this is going to be important now. I don't know why.
Well, Augie's writing it down. I bet it's going to be important later.
So we had a clown, a kitchen cook, and a witch.
I'm going to take the clown nose, and then I don't know what would be most important for a witch.
Probably the hat.
Probably also the hat.
The hat, or the fake nose, or one of the big zits, or the fake teeth, or the broom.
Probably not a phone.
I'm going to take the headpieces for all 3 outfits. How about that? Everything that goes on the head. So the clown nose
because then
and
if he
wig.
tries to wear it, it would just be his regular face.
We'll know. What is his regular face? We don't know what his regular face is.
Yeah, he'll be wearing a clown costume with his helmet. Okay.
Yeah. Let me get a perception check.
For me?
Yes.
It's 15.
15. All right. So as you're looking around, you do spot one thing of interest on the table. He has a map of the region around Redbrook, and he's got some X's and some places circled of interest. And you can deduce pretty quickly that he is trying to mark where the dragon and maybe his shield have been stolen and taken to. He hasn't zoomed in yet on where Buddy's cave is at, but you can see he's kind of getting closer to narrowing it down to that part of the region.
Is the pen or whatever marker sitting next to it that he was using?
Sure. There's a pen there.
I'm gonna add a bunch more random X's on the map, just random ones, and I will also put one over Buddy's cave.
Okay.
Maybe not a bunch more. Maybe like, I mean, if there's already a lot on there, I'm gonna add maybe like 4.
All right. So while you're in there doing that, the rest of you kind of saw Ashley take off towards Rick's wagon and go in. While she's in there, you see about 4 of Rick's goons kind of making their way over towards the wagon while Ashley's in there.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try and hide, I think.
Okay.
They
And
get too
there's still
close
kind of a
to
crowd of people around that you're not going to have a hard time kind of blending in where they don't see you. But
I'm gonna just casually walk right in front of them and be like, "Hey guys, how about that? How about that really excellent debate we just had? What do you guys think about it?" I'm just like striking up a conversation.
Is it loud enough for me to hear?
Yes, I'm talking very loudly.
I'm immediately gonna cast invisibility on myself and slip out the cart.
okay. So the goons kind of look at you and they know who you are at this point. And one of them kind of nods to the other 2 guards and they kind of keep moving towards the wagon, kind of stepping around you. And he says, I thought it was a pretty good debate, to be honest. I think the questions might have been a little bit askewed. I don't know that they were questions that could have been favorably answered by Rick. So I think we might have to do some investigation into where those questions came from. Find out, who your buddy bribed to get some of those questions thrown in there. What do you think?
I thought it went pretty good. I mean, we didn't. I mean, we all talked to the monkey door together. I mean, he's not. I don't think he can be bribed. Honestly, that guy's. He's kind of a jerk overall. So that's why we thought he'd be a good pick for this. And she's
The
like
jerk
trying
is
to like.
right.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
threatened everybody's here's lives.
yeah. He's kind of like a. He's a funny guy. He does funny
I
stuff.
mean, if Rick wasn't prepared with that chicken costume, this could have been a disaster tonight.
I mean, I think we all helped out a little bit on this one. So, I mean, we can't say that Rick was like, the number one savior here. He did throw a giant chicken costume on and run away like a chicken himself. So, I mean, that's neither here nor there, fellas. But yeah, is there anything I can help you guys with? Need like help packing up your cart? Or she's like trying to get in front of them while she's saying this stuff. So that
All right. Yeah, 2 of the guards are kind of going over to the front of the cart, like, well, we're taking this back to Jill's estate, and hopefully Rick meets up with this. I'm not sure where he went to.
yeah, hopefully he didn't get, I mean, hasn't have a couple bites taken out of him or anything like that. I'd hate to see it. Such a nice guy, but if you guys need any help with this card or anything, and she like slaps the side of the card. Where'd you guys get this thing anyway? It's pretty nice. What year was this built? 1200?
All right.
Or
So for Captain Boardwalk and Sprinkle, you can see Spectre's doing a pretty good job of keeping one of the guards kind of occupied, but the other 3 are getting this cart ready to roll out. They're getting the horses hitched up. One of them's kind of hopping up in the driver's seat already. And you know that Ashley is still in there.
I thought I slipped out the back.
I heard that you cast invisibility, but you didn't slip out.
I cast invisibility and slipped out the back, like immediately. Just a quick
Okay.
little shoot.
We wouldn't have seen her leave, though.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have seen her leave. As far as you know,
leave.
she's still in there.
also,
That is
I
true.
wouldn't have seen her leave, so I have no idea.
Yeah. So I'm going to like stand in front of the horses and just try to make conversation with one of the guards, the one who's like kind of climbing up.
Okay. What do you say to him?
I'm gonna say like, hey, these are pretty nice horses. You thinking of selling maybe? I've been looking I'm kind of in the market for a new one. Been looking to trade up. What do you say?
I think this is a terrible time to come ask me about buying these horses that we're clearly using right now. If you want horses, you can go buy something else.
Well, you know what they say: the good deals, they come at you. They come at you fast, like life. And this
All
looks
right,
like
look,
a good horse.
level with me. Are you trying to distract me?
Why would I? What? No, I'm really interested in
All right, get out of here. Get out of here. he's like, he sees through the crap. It's just like, no.
Do they get suspicious that someone's in the back?
They're starting to get a little suspicious because they know that these are like your traveling companions that are like, why are they being friendly and engaging in conversation? You guys are clearly at opposite ends of a political battle at the moment.
Ashley's just kind of gonna hang back, like, get in a crowd, shuffle into like a little crowd and just kind of wait, see what happens.
Just let us flounder. It's all right.
Well, I'm gonna let the spell wear off before I'm not just gonna magically turn visible where they can see.
How long does it last? Is that a 10-minute or is it a 1-minute one?
Good question. I didn't put it on my character sheet.
Joy. These are the kind of things that we should know without having to look up. It's not super long anyway. You want to look at it, but
concentration up to an hour.
Oh, well, you have to concentrate.
No, okay.
No, I'll go up and like pinch Spectre, like, I don't know, like on the ear, like three pinches, and then just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a little signal that I just made up.
So, Spectre, someone starts pinching your cheeks as you're arguing with this guy. Trying
cheeks.
To keep
all right. She
cheeks
like
and ear both.
Cheeks and ear. Okay. She like is very startled by this, but she realizes that Ashley has probably gone invisible. She's like, "All right, well, fellas, have a great rest of your day, and I hope none of you get food poisoning tonight." And she like slaps one of them on the butt and walks away.
Okay. You hear one of them say, "Food poisoning? Why would she say that? That seems oddly specific."
She's just she's being weird.
All right. In Captain Boardrock, you're kind of forced to move out of the way as the wagon takes off once the goons load up on it. All right. Anything else that you want to do while you're here, or are you ready to run away and let this one sizzle?
You can probably just let it sizzle.
Yeah, let him cook.
Let him fry.
Let him burn.
All right, that was probably a terrible way to put it, but that's what it is. All right, so you guys slip out, head back to the Firewires Adventures Guild headquarters to spend the night. You do notice there is a new letter delivered when you get back home.
I don't even know what all our letters are. I know we had a little small pile of them.
Well, we had one from Cole, I think.
From Kokusho, yeah. From Kokusho, you had some people wanting Trid arrested. Let me scroll back in my notes here. And how far back were those?
A while.
We had a flyer voting for Rick. You had a wanted poster for Cole McAllister. And you had one from Farmer Brown about gold potato harvesting. And then something from Holger about the monster eating food. Oh, that's Hold. I think we resolved that one.
I think we did too.
Yeah. Cool. No, I think that's a new one. I think that might be a new one. Yeah, that's a different one. That's not the snail. That one was newer. Yeah, that's kind of the letters that you had. At least that's what my notes say. Whether or not I read all of those when we were going over letters, I don't recall. But that's what you have. And then you got one new one.
All right. Let's crack that bad boy open.
Like an egg. Yeah.
Okay, you open this one up. And it says, "Hey, Buddy left his cave at great peril of being discovered to send this letter off, but I wanted to check if you have found any updates on where my family of kobolds might have gone off to. Would love to hear from you. P.S. The shield is safe. Signed, Zima."
Was that the dragon?
The dragon, yeah.
That's the dragon, yeah.
Zima. Nice cold Zima.
Can Can I pull out, like, I'm sure we have a
I think it was his name. It
general
was
map.
Zlato. It might have been Zlato. I can't remember this.
Which color is he?
Yeah, it's Z either way.
Um,
I think it was Zlato for gold. Yep. Not Z to be cold.
do we have a map like similar to the one that Rick had? Just like around? I'm sure we do.
Sure, why not? You have a map that you put up on the wall that's framed in the Firewires Adventures Guild. I'm sure we established that at some point. If we didn't, we did now.
I'm going to take it down and I'm going to try and remember all the places that Rick marked off that he already checked.
Okay.
Not including my new ones. I don't know if what I need to roll for that.
You don't need to roll.
Okay. I'm just
going
to
mark off a bunch of places, like lots of places around Mount Bannon, a few of them around Small Springs, some around the farm ponds and lands. He's kind of narrowed in towards the north. He went a little bit far up towards Pirate Cove. Has kind of marked that off. Several places, as I said, around Lake Tempest. But it was kind of, like I said, it was kind of zooming in towards Buddy's Cave, although he wasn't there yet.
So where hasn't he checked?
Well, he hasn't checked a lot of places south of Red Brook because he knew kind of which way the dragon took off with you guys when he fled that fight weeks and weeks ago.
I wonder if they went to the Misty Forest.
Who?
The kobolds.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys had a lead.
Oh, we do?
You do. Yeah.
Oh, from Agaz.
From Agaz.
Oh, yeah.
He woke up. What did he say again?
He said there was an entrance to where they took off and are hiding in Ember Lagoon.
Ah, ooh, lava. I mean, do we want to go get the dragon and bring her there, or do we want to just go right there?
No, well, let's go. We should go.
It's not exactly a great time to be leaving either.
Well, that's true. We're in the middle of a thing.
How do we tell her though?
It's in the letter.
How do we reply to her?
Yeah, she didn't think of that. Didn't leave any instructions.
Does anybody know sending?
No.
Sending.
Yeah, so without magic, you'd have to either go yourselves or get somebody you trust and tell them where to go.
Whoa! Why don't you get your little lackey there?
And hope that they recognize that they should trust him and not fry him.
Oh, Carl?
Yeah.
No, he can't keep his mouth shut.
Oh, that's true.
I guess we have to break out Trid.
Ooh. We need Kokusho can swim it.
Oh yeah, we could probably break Kokusho out of jail.
Yeah, and leave
Kokusho, we could probably bail him out of jail. We could argue that he was wrongfully arrested.
What's he in for?
Stealing something that there's
stealing
no
Rick's
proof.
But there's no proof.
Shield. There's no proof.
He doesn't have the shield, and we don't have the shield, so there's no proof that he stole it.
They can search us. We don't have it.
Yeah, they just know. Rick knows that he's the one who took it from him while you guys were fighting and took off with it, but he is not admitted where. Does Rick know that, or does Kokusho know that?
Does Rick really know that, or is he just lying? I think Kokusho's
innocent. Well, I mean, unless Kokusho wasn't Kokusho when they were fighting.
We could argue
There's not lots of Dragonborn around here to play.
I mean, there's one. At least one other one.
You could try to get him out legally. Yeah, you could try to get him out legally. Maybe. Yeah,
let's try that.
Maybe you could talk him into actually claiming he'll return the shield. Maybe he even will. I don't know.
Who knows?
No, we can't return the shield.
I mean, Kokusho could. But...
No, he shouldn't have that shield. That says like dragon power shield or something.
Well, we still need to break Kokusho out, I think, in order to have like somebody to send off. We need a lackey. Kokusho's a perfect lackey.
Honestly, he is. I think Ashley's gonna draft up a formal, like the most professional thing that she's ever done, like a formal legal document, stating that Kokusho was wrongfully arrested and demanding for his immediate release. It's gonna be like really, like uncomfortably professionally done.
Okay.
Yeah, and bring it to, I guess, the town hall, which is also where the jail is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's not, there's not really a mayor right now. It's kind of a vacant seat, as the previous mayor's in jail.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ask the city guard what I'm supposed to do. So like there's the mayor, but who's like the sheriff or the legal standing? Do we have that? Probably not.
No, I mean, Redbrook is still new enough. He kind of had the mayor, he organized kind of the city guard, and they're just kind of doing their best in his deed. You're not really sure who's actually in charge of making decisions. There's not really a judge in town per se. It's mostly just been on the mayor's shoulders to handle that in the past.
Well, then I'm gonna gather like the highest tier of the city guards and hand them the letter.
Who's the captain of the guard?
Yeah, the captain of the guard.
That's a great question. Who should be the captain of the guard? Let's come to the most recent person to talk in spoilers chat. Not a brain.
There you go, not a brain.
Does that work?
We'll call him Brian.
There we go, Brian.
Okay.
Not a Brian.
Brian it is. Not a Brian.
But we could flip it and just go Brian, last name Nada.
Things you'll do to avoid plagiarism.
Copyright plagiarism.
Yep. All right. So you know, kind of the person running the guards is Brian Nada, and
that's good.
He's somewhere you can probably find him. The city guard's probably pretty busy at the moment, helping people get home, trying to find out what happened with the Raptors. So they're not going to be super helpful tonight.
Oh yeah, this is a morning thing.
Yep. All right. Elf, you've been a little bit quiet. What's going on?
Oh, the dog's barking.
Oh, blame it on the dog. Pets are legal. They're official mascots, part of the show.
Well,
I'm not at home, so I don't get my
parakeet.
So no, we have a canary, and in the summer months when the sun's up longer, he's often still seeing it when we were playing and recording. You guys haven't had to deal with that yet. But the time will come again soon.
So she'll chill.
All right. So yeah, Ashley's got this plan to write up some kind of legal document saying that Kokusho's been wrongly charged and should be released. Anything you want to add to that?
Or else.
Plans?
Or else at the end.
Oh yes, threatening the city guard is a great idea.
Maybe a nice please.
Okay,
we need
please.
kindness and violence.
Or else, please.
Okay.
We will send a second letter.
Don't make me ask for the manager.
If no response is if I do not receive a response in a timely manner, I will be sending a follow-up document.
More
That's my version of please in this fancy document.
I mean, you're probably going to hand it to him. You know where to find him in the morning.
Yeah.
You can head over where the city jail is. So we'll just jump there, barring anyone else wanting to hop in with anything else that they wanted to do. Going once, going twice.
Sold.
Boom. It's the following day. Find yourselves outside the city hall. A couple guards are rustling about. You do see a crowd of people with signs that are protesting. And their protest is to the city guard that they should lock up the monkey door. They are blaming him for what happened the previous night.
I mean, he'd probably be happy with that.
He may or may not care. Yeah, you don't know.
I'm sure he would love prison, honestly.
He could complain to the other prisoners. They can't
He
leave.
could just make fun of them all day, and they couldn't leave.
They're his prisoners.
This is true.
Is this where people who are being wrongfully held by the state are kept? Specifically,
Nowhere else to keep them.
Okay.
It's where
I want
everyone's kept.
to scope out like
Kokusho's here.
exterior-
Trid is here.
I want to scope out the
There's a couple of
exterior
farms
of the
here.
building so that
Mhm.
if we have to go to plan B, I want to be able to like start working on a plan for that.
Okay.
Well, you
It's
guys
not a
talk
huge
to
building.
people.
It's a building made of bricks. They have some steel bars where the cells are at, so you could actually like walk around, and they're kind of high off the ground, so the shorter folk couldn't reach up there. But
I could.
Captain Boardwalk, you could jump up or lift somebody up, and they could like talk to the bars and see if anybody's in there.
Okay.
There's some guards kind of circling around, so you don't exactly like have free access to just loaf around the backside of the building all day, but that's kind of the backside. It's just a big square building, and then the front there's kind of an office where a couple of guards are and where they process people that are being arrested. But there's not a ton of cells in here. There's maybe 6 of them total. You can tell from the bars on the outside. And it looks like it's a pretty simple structure. You got the cells along the back, kind of a hallway connecting them, and then the office in the front.
Is there any like secluded looking streets or alleys nearby to like get hide in if need be?
This isn't that big of a town. If you think of a town like in old Western movies, where you have like one or
so,
two
like,
major streets with
everything's
buildings
kind
on it. Yeah, it's kind of all out in the open.
Okay. I think I'm good for now.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way to the office, and you see Brian Nada. He's sitting at a desk and he's got a book and he's taking some notes, and he kind of looks up. It's like, can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Nada.
If this is another request to arrest the door, it's not going to happen.
It's not what this is.
It's like, oh, Ashley, are you trying to get an endorsement from us or something?
Oh no, I think I already actually have one of those. At least the Viral Adventurers Guild does. No, I have a formal official letter I'd like to file.
Okay.
I hand it over.
All right. He kind of eyes it. He looks at you. He eyes it and looks at you. It's like, okay, so we've got a sworn affidavit from Rick as the reason we arrested Kokusho. And you're saying it's been wrongfully charged. Normally we'd go to a trial to get this resolved, but that's not going to happen until we have a mayor. So you're saying you want me to release Kokusho?
Yeah, I mean, at least, even if it's until, because he has been part of our team, and he's I don't think he did it, and
that's not for me to decide. But here's what I can do. I can let Kokusho out, barring 2 things. One, we need some kind of collateral that'll guarantee he's going to stay in town until his trial actually occurs. And 2, you got to have Rick sign off on it. If he agrees and you have some collateral, then sure, I'll let him out.
All right, but you see, Rick is the one who threw him in jail, and he did that while we were out of town.
Okay,
there was no way for anyone to say, he's lying. What if you release him?
Look, I've got a sworn affidavit. So.
But this is my sworn affidavit.
So you think he's innocent? Okay. Well, look, I mean, it's I'm not here to say which one of you is lying and which one is telling the truth. That's not my job.
What if we pay a bond of some sort?
Yeah, can we pay something?
That would be collateral. Yeah, you can put something down as collateral to make sure that he doesn't skip town.
Yeah, I mean, he's part of the guild, so.
I mean, you don't usually have to ask a victim if they can have bond or not. So why would we have to ask Rick?
The accuser?
I mean, if he thinks he's guilty, he's not going to let this guy. He's not going to let him out.
As long as he knows he's not going to go anywhere, I don't see why that would be an issue. That's
Have you,
I mean, if
have
he
you,
goes-
have you
guarantee that.
talked to him though? Have you like met him?
Yeah, I talked to Rick. Talked to him. He's like by here like a couple times a week.
Yeah, that guy
He's here a lot.
sucks, right?
Depends on his mood. Sometimes he's all right.
I don't know
Sometimes he's all
right.
about business, no small chat.
Well, I don't think we're going to get his permission here. We can try.
What if you release him pending the mayoral, the election, because you're just holding him indefinitely until there is a mayor, correct?
Look, either I need some kind of collateral that's going to guarantee he's not going to skip town until his election, or we've only got so many cells. If I've got too many people to keep here, we'll have to give priority to who's going to stay and who we're going to have to let out. But
I mean, we can give you collateral. We can do the former.
Okay, like look, give me some collateral. I'll do this. If you don't want to talk to Rick, because I know that might be kind of awkward, I'll send one of my men to go see if he'll sign off on it.
Okay, all right.
I mean, and the terms would be release him pending, until there is a mayor established and this matter can be properly resolved.
Yeah, sure.
He's not going to. I mean, he's part of the guild. Like he's not gonna. We're gonna know where he is.
He has established ties to the area because he works.
He's got a bed.
For us.
Yeah, no, he's just got to stay here in Redbook. That's all.
All right, word. All right, well, we'll work on getting you collateral.
You guys don't. You guys kind of go all over the place, but
I mean, yeah, that's kind of our job. All of Redbrook, anyway. We hang out around here.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we do take fishing trips every once in a while up to like Tempest, but that's like a bonding thing.
It's like a company retreat.
I mean, that's fine if you want to go there, but that's not Redbrook. You need to stay here.
It's a surrounding area.
It is a surrounding area. It's not Redbrook.
Dude.
But we planned out this big, huge trip that we're doing right before the election, and it's just we're going fishing for the weekend.
Can I just do a persuasion check?
For what? What do you want to persuade them of?
To do what we want.
Well, to let us go on a fishing trip with. Well, yeah, what? Let's get the collateral first. How about that?
Well, how much? What do we want for? How much does he want for collateral? 100 gold.
Rick put the value of the shield at 500 gold. 5,000 gold. So I think probably half of that would be good for collateral, 2,500.
I thought it was 10% to get it to bid for bail.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's what they do over in the other counties.
We're special here in
Boston. How about I put down a magical sword as the bail?
Or I can have one of you stay instead of him if you want to do a swap, or if you have someone else who's willing to sit in there for him.
I might know a guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for Carl.
I somehow had a sense that was coming.
Yeah, where's Carl?
Yeah, you can find Carl. He's around town, as he always is, conveniently easy and ready to find.
Yeah, I'm gonna find him and say, "Listen, Carl, I'm gonna ask you for the biggest favor I've ever asked."
Carl, what do you want, Ashley?
I need you to be collateral for Kokusho.
All right, he looks horrified. Like, wait, what?
We need him.
What does that mean?
He is currently sitting in jail, and we need him for a very, very important mission. He's critical to the mission, and we can't do it without him. Which means we can't do it without you.
Well, how long do I have to stay there?
Oh, probably only a few days. We'll bring him back. We'll bring him back after we're done with what we're doing.
Who's gonna run the fan club meeting tomorrow? I
will show up to the fan club meeting.
Oh, that would be perfect.
And I will explain that you are truly the number one fan.
All right, but you're gonna owe me one. This is big. You owe me one.
I do. I owe you one.
All right. And you'll have to explain to my mom that I didn't do anything bad.
How old is Carl? Is Carl like an adult, like living in mom's basement? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He's like 32.
Okay, great. I just want to make sure he wasn't like 14.
No.
Okay, great, perfect.
We will endanger no minors in this game.
Okay.
Just 32-year-olds that live with their mom. Their elderly mothers.
I'll let your mom know, but she's got to keep it a secret too.
Okay. So Carl agrees.
All right. I go back in. Mr. Nada, I have our collateral.
He's kind of looking at you like, Carl,
He's agreed to sit in Kokusho's place.
Carl, does your mom know you're here? He's like, Ashley will tell her. It's okay. Please don't say anything, though. And he's just kind of shaking his head. It's like, okay. Honestly, you might be doing us a favor to get this guy off the street. We'll take that swap.
Great. Thanks. We do have a fishing trip scheduled for 2 days from now.
You know what? Don't worry about the fishing trip.
We'll just have to reschedule it, right?
We'll reschedule the fishing trip, and then
we already rescheduled it twice. I guess we can just reschedule it again.
It'll be fine. We'll figure the fishing trip out. No worries.
I really wanted to go.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for helping us out here.
All right. They do a little bit of paperwork, and off Carl goes to jail. What a loyal fan wouldn't do.
Title of this episode: Carl gets arrested. Incarcerated.
Oh God. I think I'm gonna call the cops on you right now for that pun.
All right. Kokusho's like, you guys couldn't come visit me or something until, it's been weeks. I've been locked in there.
It wasn't a good look.
We've been busy.
Yeah, honestly, we didn't even know till a few days ago, and then there was this whole thing.
We were out of town.
Yeah.
But
you
now
were
we're
there.
running for mayor.
You were there. We were out of town.
I know.
Here, let's get out of here, and then we can talk.
Okay. And he kind of goes. Kokusho goes to front desk. Like, can I at least get my stuff? And they're like, no, your equipment's still locked up.
He can't even give him his rapier. At least he doesn't even use it.
Nope, no weapons. Just have to stay here.
All right,
whatever. That's all right. All right, let's just go back to the guild hall.
Okay. So, Sprinkle and Captain Boardwalk, you have met Kokusho. He was one of the captives on the boats on the sand skiffs back when you guys were first kind of introducing and meeting each other. He and Ashley took off their own way afterwards. I can't remember exactly what happened, but
I did.
No, Aster, not Ashley.
Aster, not Ashley. Aster.
We got too many names that are too similar back then.
That's why we kicked him off the podcast. All right. So Kokusho's like, so how's the new guys working out? Are you good replacement for me? You filling in? It's kind of big shoes to fill.
Is it?
I think we're doing better actually.
I would have to agree.
They're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you keeping these two on topic, like doing what they're supposed to do? Or are they getting distracted all the time?
I'm running for mayor.
What?
Winning too, probably.
At least kind of probably.
I get locked up for a couple weeks, and this is what happens.
Yep. This is what happens when you ditch
I'm sure
us.
that's nothing like what Cole would have Kokusho say.
Yeah, he would have been like,
should have had him on this episode.
He would say,
right?
I'm not using my dragon's breath.
Yeah, that's exactly what he would do. Exactly.
I draw my short
I refuse
sword.
to use my breath weapon.
Then the fire alarm would go off and he'd have to leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The dorms would be evacuated.
Again.
He's like, well, thanks for breaking me out. What's the plan long term? I mean, we gotta decide what to do.
Well, this is only for a few days because I don't think Carl can survive it in there. But
it's not that rough. They even give you cookies.
Cookies?
Oh,
Wow.
wait,
maybe
really?
I want to go to jail.
Yeah. And then I think I'm gonna show Kokusho the letter from the dragon and say, yo, we got a lead.
Oh, well, that's good news.
We have no way to tell her.
What do you mean? You know where Zlato is?
Yeah, we can't get in there. I can't swim that. Upstream.
And we can't leave town because we have this election going on.
Yeah, we can't leave town to go. I mean, we could probably.
I'm not supposed to leave town either.
Yeah, we can just say you're sleeping in your bed.
Yeah, we'll make a little plushie of you.
Okay, so I'll sneak out and
I'll invisibility you. You'll be good for an hour
if you can stay focused that long.
Maybe I can't. Maybe we should just put you back in jail.
I mean, I'm for it either way.
All right. He's like, okay, yeah, give me the info and I will go tell. Zlato, what about the shield? What do we want to do with that? I mean, we could give it back to Rick and tie this whole thing up.
No,
I mean, do you want to be out of jail completely? I think
we should let the dragon keep it. Do whatever she wants with it.
it's Kokusho's jail time. I mean, we don't have it, so I mean, there's not a lot that they can do as long as we don't have it in our possession at any time.
Okay.
But do you really want? Yeah, do you really want to give it back to him? Isn't that the thing that enchants like dragons or whatever?
Well, I'm not sure.
I don't know about that, but I mean, it's a nice shield. I wouldn't mind keeping it. But,
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, get me in trouble if Rick sees me or any of his men see me with it for sure.
Yeah, just send it with a dragon wherever the dragon's going.
Okay. I guess that's a plan. So yeah, what do I tell the dragon? What do I tell Zlato?
I wake up Agaz. I really boot him up and I'm like, hey, tell us one more time.
Oh, was he just hanging out at the Firewires Adventures Guild?
I thought he was, yeah. I don't recall if we put his legs back on.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, we really haven't fixed him fully yet.
He was just kind of okay. Yeah. Yeah, he tells you there is a gate in I'm totally not stalling because the name's falling out of my head.
Ember Lagoon.
Ember Lagoon. That you can open with a moonstone, and it will take you to the tunnels that will lead to the passage where the kobolds are hiding. Where specifically beyond that, he spits out some coordinate numbers that probably don't mean a whole lot to anybody, but he gives some specific coordinates.
Yeah, so relay that to the dragon.
Okay. So all right, I'll do that.
Yeah, let her know that we can't really travel there right now, but if she wants to go, we can meet her there when we're able.
Now I just need a disguise to get out of here.
Is invisible not disguise enough, or? I
mean, that's only going to last so long, right?
Oh, that's true.
Men are all over the place.
I'm going to put all the witches, the witch's hat and face coverings, I'm going to put on his face. I'm going to have Spectre help me.
Yeah, no, I think I have a disguise kit. I think.
You definitely.
I would assume so.
I do have a disguise kit. Yeah, so I'm going to help by using my disguise kit to make Kokusho look like an old woman, like really tall old woman with a tail,
with a huge nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just make hair so it looks like the tail is part of the hair.
Right. It looks really good. It looks like an excellent old woman, but like
an
just
old woman that nobody wants to talk to.
Like Baba Yaga.
Yes.
All right.
While that's happening, I want to carry Agos over to the big map on the wall that is now drawn all over and see if he can point to the coordinates that he printed out if they're on this map.
He doesn't have an arm attached to point just yet.
Okay, I'm going to point for him and he's going to direct me up, down, left, right.
Yeah, he points and it's like right in the middle of like one of these craters on the map in Ember
Lagoon. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's two things leading us to Ember Lagoon.
I mean, if you wanna take the map to her too and show her, I don't know if that would help her if she just knows.
She may not know. She hasn't been around here before, but she could figure it out. She's smart.
All right, word.
All right. Anything else before Baba Yaga Kokusho leaves?
I think I will still cast invisibility.
I'm going to tell him it looks great.
That's fine.
As soon as the invisibility is active.
Okay.
And we've got our Kokusho plushie in his bed, all nice and tucked in.
Yeah. Put a sign up saying Kokusho is not feeling well.
Do not disturb.
Do not enter. Yeah.
He caught kennel cough from me.
Yeah.
Something contagious.
Kennel cough. Do not enter.
Okay.
Just more proof that he was wrongfully imprisoned.
All right. Kokusho takes off with encouragement, and you're reasonably confident that he'll find his way there and back. It's going to take a couple of days. Excuse me. It's going to take him a couple of days to get there and then to come back. So you've got a few days before he will return. The citizens are still upset about what happened with Rick. You're not sure if the door actually colluded with him or not to have the raptors out. People are calling for the door to be arrested. And the election's coming up probably pretty soon. There hasn't been an official date set just yet. That's something that probably should be figured out at some point. What would you guys like to do for the next couple of days?
We should go talk to Monkey Door and see if
I
he
have
met
to
with
talk to Carl's mom and run the fan club meeting.
Okay. Those are both things I think we can handle probably off air and assume they went successfully well, unless there's something really important you want to do.
I like Swigs'
We'll take
idea.
care of those issues.
I just want to know how big the meeting is. I want to know how many members are in. Should I roll a 1d100 to see how many people are in the club?
Roll 2d20.
Oh, I couldn't have that many.
Oh, hold on.
I see a 1. I'm assuming that's not it.
I rolled a 2d0 by accident.
You got a 1 on a 2d0.
All right. So there are 13 regular members, and they have brought in 8 guests there with them the first time to the Astley fan club meeting.
That's pretty cool.
They're very concerned where Carl's at, but they are stoked to have Astley there in the flesh.
Excellent. I just wanted to know.
Now you know. 21. Don't forget it.
21.
But I like Swigs' idea of going to go check out, talk to the Monkey Door if we have time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could do that pretty much right after Kokusho takes off.
Yeah. Let's go talk to that Monkey Door.
Okay, we got just a couple minutes still left tonight, so let's fast forward there. You guys scuttle over to Cecil's place. The door is down in his cave, and one of Cecil's workers kind of warned you. He's in a bit of a mood.
I mean, isn't he always in a mood?
Yeah, but today's a little different.
Okay.
I think he's just going to walk over and look at him.
Okay, he just kind of stares back. That was terrible.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, it was horrible.
I mean,
horrible
why
in
did
a
you?
good way.
Why do you think it was horrible?
Did you see all those ugly people?
I mean, yeah.
Is that why? What?
Who knew? The people were so ugly, and so many of them. I'm traumatized.
I think they are too.
You and me both. What was it with the raptors, my guy?
I just thought we needed to see some action. So
how did that idea come to be?
I talked to one of Cecil's workers and said, "Hey, we need some action. What can you round up for me?" And he came back and said, "What
was the name of Cecil's worker?
Jimbo.
Jimbo, okay.
At least that's what I call him."
Who's Jimbo voting for?
Well, ask him. I don't know.
What does Jimbo look like?
He describes Jimbo, and he looks like the guy who was telling you he was in a mood outside.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
But yeah, he said, "Yeah, we can get some action, some raptors," and he made it sound like it'd be fun and safe. But people didn't seem to like it very much.
I'm gonna go talk to Jimbo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimbo, who knew about this little raptor plan?
Says, what do you mean? Who knew?
Who knew?
Monkey Door knew, and I knew, and the raptor farmer knew because I had to make arrangements with him.
And you didn't tell a soul. You didn't whisper it to anybody.
No. Why would I do that?
Well, Rick showed up in a chicken costume and kind of figured out what to do right away, which is why we're a little curious.
Yeah, that was a bummer. I was hoping we'd see more fighting.
We're just making sure there's no foul play.
All right. Feel free to make an insight check.
A vibe check.
A vibe check.
In the next 30 seconds.
In the next 30 seconds.
That's a natural 23.
Yeah. Captain Boardwalk, you are convinced.
I was too busy thinking of my foul play joke.
Shut up.
Yeah.
This was the perfect time to get that 20.
Augie, I will say Astley and Sprinkle both. You kind of get the sense that he's being a little bit evasive.
I'm going to look him dead in the eyes and say, "Don't lie to me."
He says, "I'm okay. I'm not."
Don't evade the truth either. Who did you tell?
The door and the farmer. Those are the two who knew. I didn't tell anyone else.
Did you write it down?
No. Keep it a secret.
You're not telling me something, and I'm staying here until I know what it is.
It's like, all right, feel free to stand around. I'm getting back to work.
Well, maybe we should go talk to the farmer.
He kind of shrugs. Whatever. He's clearly hiding something, and he hasn't said anything that's untrue, but he hasn't necessarily said everything, you can tell. All right. We are at the top of the hour, so it's going to be time to wrap up for tonight. When we pick up next time, we'll see if you can crack this nut.
We'll grill that guy.
Tonight.
We'll
Grill
look
that
good.
guy.
Totally fry him.
Bake this cookie. I got a lot of good ones tonight.
We got a lot of good ones.
Good zingers.
All right. Tonight we'll say bye.
Bye.
Bye.